Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a Libertarian? Let's talk about FDR, everyone's favorite wheelchair president. You know him, the guy history books treat like a saint with a cigarette holder. Apparently, he saved capitalism, defeated fascism, cured polio, and personally tucked America into bed every night. Yeah, about that. Before we get into it, smash the like button if you've ever been told the New Deal saved America without anyone explaining how. And if this already makes you uncomfortable, congratulations, you're in the right place. Welcome to Are You Smarter Than a Libertarian? FDR didn't end the Great Depression, he managed it, and very poorly, for over a decade. When Roosevelt took office in 1933, unemployment was catastrophic. That's fair enough. But what did he do? He didn't unleash markets. He didn't reduce uncertainty. What did he do? He didn't even get government out of the way, which most people agree would have solved the Depression a lot earlier. He did the exact opposite, like every good statist and big government fan does. The New Deal was a regulatory fever dream. The National Industrial Recovery Act literally allowed industries to form cartels. Monopolies done by the state. Price fixing, wage fixing, production quotas. That sounds a lot like the Soviet Union. If that sounds suspiciously like something Mussolini would try, he was a socialist before he became a fascist. That's not an accident. And by the way, the Supreme Court nuked it as unconstitutional, which tells you everything you need to know, which is why he tried to pack the Supreme Court so he could get his pet projects passed. Now let's talk farming. I grew up on a farm because nothing screams moral leadership like destroying food during a famine. The Agricultural Adjustment Act paid farmers to kill livestock and burn crops while Americans were standing in soup lines. Yeah, that's compassion right there. That sounds like Cuba. That's not compassion. That is economic malpractice. If that bothers you, hit like. If it doesn't bother you, comment below and explain yourself. I'll wait. And then there's labor policy. FDR empowered unions to lock wages above productivity. Economists have modeled this. Not vibes, models, results. Employment dropped by double digit. Output, guess what happens when employment drops? Output collapsed as well. And the Depression dragged on until, wait for it, wartime production. Which means the New Deal didn't end the Depression. World War II did, which is kind of jacked up that you convert your entire economy over to a war footing. That's not a win. That's just a body count. Oh, and if you're enjoying this so far, subscribe. Every subscription helps grow this channel. Because history class lied to you, and we're fixing it one episode at a time over here on Are You Smarter Than a Libertarian? Now let's move to World War II, his crown jewel. Because this is where the mythology really starts to break down. FDR ran for re-election, promising neutrality. I will not send our boys to foreign wars. Then he did everything possible to provoke one. Oil embargoes on Japan, naval escalation, economic strangulation. Intelligence reports warned exactly what would happen. Pearl Harbor wasn't a mystery. It wasn't a conspiracy. It wasn't an inside job. It was a foreseeable outcome that no one bothered to actually look at. And after dragging America into war, FDR somehow thought Joe Stalin was a misunderstood teddy bear. At Yalta, he handed Eastern Europe to the Soviets like a housewarming gift. Here, we're going to give you Poland, Czechoslovakia, and all these other places. Poland was gone off the map. Free elections, Stalin broke those promises immediately. He was never going to have free elections. That decision alone that he made to give Eastern Europe to the Soviets sends tens of millions to decades behind the Iron Curtain, command economics, and being behind the rest of the world. And then we're going to get into the Holocaust. FDR knew, his administration knew, the SS St. Louis, and still turned away Jewish refugees, still delayed rescue efforts, still prioritized optics over lives. Wow, government is so great, isn't it? If you think that's leadership, comment below and explain how it's leadership. I will definitely respond if it's stupid. And now let's not forget this great executive order 9066. 120,000 Japanese Americans imprisoned without due process, citizens, families, camps. This wasn't security, this was collective punishment. And yes, it was racist, like all good Democrats are racist. We can say that now. FDR didn't just expand government, he normalized executive overreach, war deception, economic micromanagement, and civil liberties violations. So no, he wasn't a great president. He was a cautionary tale that we still haven't learned from. Now, if this episode made you uncomfortable, good. History is not pleasant. History is not black and white. Everything is shades of gray, and no one is perfectly clean. Now, like this video, subscribe if you want more unfiltered truth, and comment below, was FDR a hero or just really good at PR? I say he was really good at PR until history showed him what it was. And as always, stay free, stay informed, and stay accountable. I'll see y'all next Monday.